Nigga!
And when they dropping off all that drip for free, you know you got power. When they try to throw the whole bag at me, oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. Okay, I got power. I said, put in the hours.
Look at you, face down on the floor. I told you, you don't have it. Power.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Big men in the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the three. And for Chicago, Levine on the wing along with DeRozan. Andre Drummond is out there with Williams. And it's Ball in at the point. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of record. But still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. DeRozan in the corner. Drummond with a screen on Barnes. DeRozan off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is why you involve DeRozan in pick and rolls. He just knows how to execute off them, just so smooth.
Siakam against Williams. Here's Pirtle. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up two on the second effort.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Schroeder against Ball. Inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Now, here's Siakam. Goes back up, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And he can't get the first one. RJ, one thing you've been able to count on with the Bulls is their solid defensive play.
Yeah, if only they could turn those defensive stops into more points. They have to improve their offense. That's the one thing that has slowed them down from being a real postseason contender.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the break. Here's Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Agile play by Levine, finding his way around the contact to get a shot.
Pirtle with a screen on DeRozan. There's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Schroeder finds Siakam. And again, no good by Toronto.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Right side, Levine. Again, Chicago.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Barnes outside. Pass to Siakam. Hurdle, high post. That one's off, still out of sync.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Ball against Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Well, the talent is clearly there for Lonzo Ball, Richard, but injuries have held him back throughout his career.
He's such a fun player to watch, too. He's fast, he's smart, unselfish, and plays hard on both ends of the floor. You just pray for him to stay healthy.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. He's checked in for Williams. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 5, the Bulls.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Schroeder with the ball. Back to Siakam. Over Levine. Siakam's shot is off.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's DeRozan following the miss by Lonzo Ball. That one goes. Count it. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
To the paint, here's Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Ball. Over Siakam. Kick out to Levine. Craig sets a screen. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's Siakam. He has yet to score. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Drummond finds DeRozan. Drummond with a screen on Barnes. And it's DeRozan missing. Raptors trail by 11. To the left wing. For three, Siakam. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And Ball slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Schroeder coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here's Levine, 11-point game. Good D by Anunoby.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
From downtown, the shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Anunoby's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto. Now Levine. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. And Greg has it in the corner. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Schroeder surveying the floor. Pirtle kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Pirtle. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam, and that one is good.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. So for the Bulls, Taylor's checked in for Drummond. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. Then for the Raptors, Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Trent comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Levine can't hit.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Trent kicks to Barnes, shoots over DeRozan. And it's Barnes stepping it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Barnes. Last game we saw him score 13. Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Perk. McDaniels comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Dick subbed in for Flynn. Here's Siakam. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Trent. Nice D from Levine.
That's just the bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
And DeRozan kicks to Taylor. Here's the screen. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Levine. To stop the drought. Knocked away. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Siakam. Screen by McDaniel. Trent passes to McDaniels. And the Raptors miss again. Now, here's DeRozan. And they pick up 2. DeRozan's got 6.
Goes in there with no doubt. DeRozan, fearless.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, grade, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Williams is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Terry. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Dosunmu in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. So it's Chicago now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Terry with a screen on Siakam. Williams, and that one, good. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Trent. Still yet to score. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Crafty move. Flynn the pass to Achua. Back to Flynn. Siakam for 3. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Caruso. Banked in off the glass. And now an 8-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second. For Alex Caruso, the advanced numbers say he is one of the best defenders in the league.
The eye test backs that up. Caruso just sticks to guys, performs very well against the best guards in the game, is tremendous at anticipating sets. It shows his basketball IQ.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Bulls lean in on their veteran core. Zach LaVine said, you just got to be consistent every day and have championship habits. Each and every day, you've got to have a goal in mind and get to that mindset of, we're building for something. We've all sacrificed a little bit for the greater good. Kevin?
And that's what we're talking about. That's what it takes. David, thanks. Now, here's Caruso. Outside Williams, a 3-ball. It's hauled in by Achua. For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to Minnesota. Toronto working the ball around now. Pocket 6. Count that bucket. Here's Dosunmu. Nothing on the board. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's the feed to Williams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Schroeder, right side. Stolen by Terry. Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 6. The pass to Schroeder. Pass to Siakam. Over Williams. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Dosunmu's shot's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Toronto calls timeout. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, 2 teams that were very similar in the standings.
with an almost entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Torrey Craig. DeRozan comes in for Patrick Williams. Whitey's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. Pirtle, he's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for McDaniels. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Schroeder missing. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. Here's DeRozan. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam passes to Trent. Schroeder kicks to Siakam. And here's Trent outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ball with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 7.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
And it's Schroeder missing. The Bulls leading by 7. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Ball against Schroeder. No good off the back of the rim.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
8 feet away. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Siakam outside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Just 2 to shoot. Takes a 3. And Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots. And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Trent following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Schroeder against Ball. Into the lane. And Pirtle sends it back.
He's quick to read and react on D. Pirtle can really disrupt an opponent's offense.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. On defense, the Raptors. 9-point game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Ball hits them both. Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. They could use a bucket. They get the rebound, and it's good. 2 points. Pirtle's got his second bucket tonight.
And excel in your role. And that's what Pirtle's role is. He's out there to grab as many rebounds as he can.
Ball, the pass to Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Andre Drummond. And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball.
Here's a look at some stats for Pirtle. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Anunoby. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Terry. Tell you what, RJ, in over a decade, all DeMar DeRozan has done is get better.
Yeah, he's continuing to become a more efficient scorer. He's been a star. Multiple All-Star games, multiple All-NBA awards, and he's been doing it with different franchises as well.
Siakam is checked in for Trent. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Siakam finds Barnes. Pass to Purdy. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Moving so well for his size. Jakob is fantastic in that 2-man action.
And it's good for 2. 10 points for Lonzo Ball.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Ritter passes to Barnes. And here is Siakam. And there's the pass to Anunoby. Siakam a screen on White. Anunoby kicks to Barnes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's DeRozan. And that one released in time, but no good.
And look at Siakam outworking the offensive player, giving his all there to take away that shot.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands on the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Hey everybody, with plenty of action going on right now, let's get you up to date on the latest. The Hornets in a tight one against the Detroit Pistons. Second quarter being played there in a close one.
We've been watching this game in the back. C-L-O-S-E, close.
Yeah, it's been a fun one so far. These teams are going at it.
And looking at the first half we just watched, wow, what a performance for the Bulls.
I mean, my goodness, the defense is giving them any shot they want. I mean, there's absolutely no resistance. And they're scoring at will. This is terrible.
Yeah, the intimidation factor definitely one-sided.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. OG Anunoby is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Now, here's Siakam. Over Williams. That one a little long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
13 feet away. DeRozan's shot is off. Raptors trail by 15. Passes to Pirtle. Back to Schroeder. Takes it out to Siakam. Barnes outside. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over DeRozan. Barnes can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton, California for helping him make the person that he is today. He said, "It gave me my toughness, my aggression. It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me. No matter what I get or how much I have now, I still remember what it feels like to have nothing." Kevin?
That's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks. Here's ball. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. There's a screen by Williams. And it's ball penetrating. And Ball slams it in.
He has the entire arsenal when it comes to handling the rock, cutting through the D like butter. I love Ball when he's aggressive to attack.
And the Raptors call time here. So for the Bulls, Kobe White, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Siakam. And the Raptors miss again.
Just an ugly show for them offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Basket good. Levine's got 8 points.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Barnes against Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Siakam's shot is off.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say it is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Down by 15. They get it back, and it's Barnes slapping it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. Kicks it to White. Williams has a screen for White. Clock at 4. Shoots over Anunoby. And the Bulls with another miss. Siakam with it. Pass to Barnes. Back to Siakam. Pirtle against White. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Pirtle.
Big body Jakob using that size to get into position. Quality job.
Greg, talking about Jakob Poeltl, it doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Siakam for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip, and stolen by Barnes. And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. For the Bulls, Andre Drummond's checked in for Tatum. Torrey Craig comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Zach LaVine. And the Raptors also making a change. Craig's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Caruso with the ball. And now by Barnes. Craig with a screen on Trent. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started. And when it comes to Kobe White, a young guard who shoots with assertiveness.
Well, he's a guy that knows his role, Greg. And when he's out there, his teammates encourage him to shoot the ball because they know how hot he can get.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 1, the Raptors.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
And here is Dosunmu. Drummond with a screen on Schroeder. Lobbed up there for Drummond. White looking around. Craig sets a screen. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Dosunmu. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Trent kicks to Anunoby. Here's Barnes. And again, Toronto no luck. Chicago leading by 11. A crossover. And there's the nice layup by White. White's got 5 now.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Schroeder, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Dosunmu, the pass to Caruso. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Young comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's McDaniels in for Anunoby. And it's Drummond missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Chicago calls timeout.
Check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 9 points per game, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 11. Trent can't hit. Here's Dosunmu. 1:30 left to play in the third. Richard looking at Dosunmu. He's had some recent recognition for his ability.
Getting to appear in the Rising Stars Challenge. Look, a credit to the promise he shows as a young player. That selection can be very encouraging for a young guy.
Both good from the line that time. 1:27 left in the third. Barnes outside. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Drummond sets the screen for Caruso. A second chance effort. And Drummond kicks to Caruso. Drummond dishes to White. Bulls moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Drummond with a screen on Young. Here's Caruso. Here's Drummond. And the pass to Dosunmu. They shoot again. And the layup is up and in. Drummond's got his second basket of the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Barnes can't get it to go. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 9-1 run. Here's White. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Here's Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Ball. Star pair of Levine and DeRozan are your wingmen. Williams is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, and Ball's size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Levine. Williams a screen on Porter. Levine, the 3. Williams can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 18. Siakam, good.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Fires from the corner, and DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Ball against Trent. Porter with the screen for Trent. Misses the 3. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. DeRozan passes to Levine. Back to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Mr. DeRozan. DeMar still got some bounce left.
So, around the NBA, Richard, we've seen an uptick in injuries, more missed games. Why do you think that is?
Well, call me old, but guys used to play through those minor aches. You said it, Kevin. I've played 82 games 4 times in my career. I played 78 or more 7 times in my career. End of the day, you're not healthy for all of those games. It's about making that decision to push through and go play.
He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make, now 8 for 14.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Siakam passes to Pirtle. Trent outside. Looking to end the run, and it's finished off inside by Pirtle. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Levine against Porter. Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. Porter with the steal. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's good on the putback.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Ball up top. Defended by Trent. They set the pick. Here's Levine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the definition of a 3-level scorer, RJ, Zach LaVine can fill it up with the best of them.
Yeah, Greg, and with his blend of deep range and elevation, I don't know. He might be a 4 or 5 level scorer. One thing's for certain, this man's fun to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for McDaniels. OG Anunoby comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Trent. Now, here's Anunoby. Barnes down low. DeRozan defending.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, Levine just glides off the bounce. He is very difficult to stay in front of.
Passes it to Siakam. Barnes against DeRozan. Sweet move. Barnes can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 22. Here's Levine. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat line. That's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Now here's Levine. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Fans, if you want a t-shirt, we have to be able to hear you. So make some noise.
Going with an almost entirely new grouper. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. Terry comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Kobe White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Carter in for Lonzo Ball. Chicago calls timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Here is Carter. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Here's Barnes. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. The drive by Schroeder. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Schroeder against Carter. Count the basket. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Barnes finds Siakam. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, Jakob is on a roll offensively. The defense needs to double their efforts to slow down this big man. Might want to send a double.
Now White. Down low. Here's Taylor. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. Driving inside. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Terry. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. They set the screen. Offensive rebound. Taylor's shot. Good.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Now, here's Siakam. Can't cash in from close range. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 to shoot. They double-team Siakam. Beyond the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
RJ, you look at Dennis Schroeder, incredibly fast, but also a veteran leader now.
Yeah, he's really matured. He knows how to make plays without making too many mistakes. That's what you get from a guy with 10-plus years in this league.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Lonzo Ball.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And so the Bulls now can just hold on to the ball. Anunoby against White. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
To be fumbling.